Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble absence in the dust of your lotus feet. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimati Prahladananda Swami Niti Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Guravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashtya Deshatari. Please accept my greetings on Vyasapuja, dear Guru Maharaj. It's written in the scriptures that bhakti has no reasons, but it's hard to understand to me. It's obvious that bhakti depends on spiritual guru. If it had not been given to you by Srila Prabhupada and you had not carefully saved it, then we couldn't develop it now. Guru Maharaj, you always radiate enthusiasm and inspiration. You always explain the essence of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam in such practical way and with great sense of humor. Your regular online meetings inspire us to think more about Krishna, to apply our knowledge to a practical devoted serving and reading Srila Prabhupada's book. Your study in Russian is an example of your sincere concern for Russian-speaking devotees. Thank you for doing so much to be closer to us. I still keep in my heart Vyasapuja in Minsk, which was several years ago. I remember that a lot of devotees have come from America and Ukraine, even Parthasarathi Prabhu from Peru. It was an amazing time, and I really hope that I will be able to see you in person, surrounded by your dear devotees. I pray Krishna with all my heart to give you good health and strength to serve Srila Prabhupada, Krishna and devotees. I would like to ask you for only one blessing on the day of your Vyasapuja. I would like always stay in the search of devotees and be able to serve you, Srila Prabhupada and devotees. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
We'll continue now with Mata Dilara. She can read her offering. She's from here, from Slovenia.
Usually do. No. Okay. Dear Guru Maharaja, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter at this lotus feet, and who is very dear to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to your most auspicious appearance day. All glories to his divine grace, Srila Prabhupada. On this special day, please accept my small, most humble, and imperfect attempts to glorify your excellent qualities. You take shelter at Krishna's lotus feet, and you mercifully give shelter to all of us at your lotus feet. You are so dear to Srila Prabhupada, and we are all very dear to you. Whatever you receive from Krishna and Srila Prabhupada, you give it to us. Words would never be enough to explain how much mercy I have been given from Krishna and Srila Prabhupada for you to accept me under your shelter. That is something I will never be able to repay. I have some more. I was drowning in the darkest ocean. I have fallen deep into traps of this material world. Without you showing us the mercy of your lotus feet, with your knowledge and strength, I must still be lost. But the thought that we are not alone in the material world, that we have you and Srila Prabhupada made my life worth living. It prevented me from falling even deeper. I will never understand what you and Srila Prabhupada did for me. You are the light of my life. Without your mercy, there would be no hope for my spiritual progress. Once I surrendered, I was blessed. I am blessed and fortunate to write you my first Vasya Puja letter. Please, Guru Maharaj, be merciful to me and allow me to serve you eternally, life after life. I offer my most humble and respectful obeisances to you. Let in this auspicious day of your transcendental appearance, your glories be chanted through and out the three worlds, from your fallen servant, Glory.
Haribol. Thank you so much, Mataji. So now we should go to the Matajis in India. Is Julia online?
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, please read your offering. If you want to read in Russian, then Mataji Lavanga, can you translate?
I can read in English if you need. English is better.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, it's okay.
Okay, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble dandavats. All glories to you and to Srila Prabhupada. I don't know much yet because I'm in the beginning of my way. And I don't understand till the end all the mercy that you shed on me, and I can't praise it till the end. Thank you, dear Guru Maharaj, for your mercy. I like very much to listen to your lectures. I like the way you speak. You are very good, experienced in it, and I see your confidence in Krishna teaching. And this confidence comes to me during the lecture. I like that I can understand your words directly without translation. During the lectures, you also give your care to those who are covered with ignorance. After hearing the lecture, I remember the main idea, and during the week, I'm trying to keep this idea. For example, our desires are ropes that keep us in the material world, and you manage to fulfill only one of your desires. It pushes you to have more and more desires because our senses cannot be satisfied. And when you try to satisfy one of them, you just add gasoline into the fire. So during a week, I was trying to watch my thoughts and desires to control them because your words encourage to do this. But after some time, the encouragement power finishes and the mind is carried away by material emotions. It comes the time to listen to your next lecture. I don't always manage to listen to a lecture live. And in this case, I listen to the record. And I have such a feeling that I'm poured with cold water and my mind comes down and enters the right path to move to Krishna. I get the encouragement power and new ideas and horizons which make you sober and help to view the things from the other point. For example, we are not better than Hiranyakashipu, who was always thinking only about money, his protection, and other material things. As me, myself, I think about the same. Thank you, dear Guru Maharaj, for this sobering. Besides, I want to mention warm and very kind relations among disciples and between disciple and other devotees. Of course, the source of this is you, and the most warm attitude we get from you, and we just transfer it to others. For example, I was so worried when you invited for the darshan. I had never talked to Guru Maharaj before, especially personally. I didn't know what I would talk about and what I would have to do, but it passed so easily in such a very friendly atmosphere. Thank you, dear Guru Maharaj, for this experience. Of course, the material life is full of difficulties and danger. Dukhala ashashvatam. But I have my Guru Maharaj directions which help me to move ahead. Chant Hare Krishna, always remember about Krishna and never forget. Thank you, dear Guru Maharaj, for your directions. Thank you for all of these. Yeah, our thread that can bring us to Krishna. The only possibility to come is to come to the top surface of this material ocean is see the light and see the light. Thank you that you accepted me as your disciple and that you have the consent to accept me as a disciple. Thank you for your faith in me. Thank you for your kindness, support, and care. Thank you that you're our example of Krishna devotion and right behavior. Thank you for your everyday labor. Let Srila Prabhupada and Krishna bless you every day. Let your plans and projects realize, and let your disciples bring you only happiness. with their achievements and their spiritual development striving. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm sorry for making mistakes and reading bad because I was talking to so many people. Dandavat pranams.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much, Mataji. We also have from India, Oksana Mataji. Is she online? We don't have Oksana Mataji. We go to the next devotee, Nirguna Prabhu. Is Nirguna Prabhu online? Nirguna Prabhu, he is from Israel. Nirguna Prabhu, can you read your offering, please?
Yeah, I just, 1 second. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, Prabhu.
Okay. Dear Prahladananda Swami Gurudev, thank you for allowing me to write something. In my little experience, I've learned mainly from mistakes, that you're my hidden source of bliss. Hidden from my mind sometimes, as I forget that you're the branch that I am sitting on. I might try to cut that branch and see that I am falling, but I can notice that when I serve you, I become blessed, and what I will touch will turn out to gold. But when I try to disconnect from you, then quickly or after a while, nothing makes sense or seems to work. And like a lifeless leaf, or less I become, but rejuvenated later again by surrendering, I admit my mistakes and again wish to serve. Luckily, Krishna made you immune to my nonsense and cutting. This syndrome can happen due to foolishness. Just like the Deva who is trying to become superior to Bhagavan but loses his position and comes to beg forgiveness, so does the spoiled disciple to his guru. Because of my stupid tendency for comfortable life and my fear of change, I am not taking the opportunity to catch the trend of serving your lotus feet back to Godhead. I often think that I know exactly what it means, Lord Nityananda's mercy, but that is my foolishness since I cannot understand Lord Nityananda's mercy by my mind senses or intelligence. The lesson is that you know better than me. That fact should have been obvious to me the whole time, but apparently because of some misfortune, it is still not. Dear Guru Maharaj, I am too fallen to write a good offering, but for your 73 Vyasa Puja celebration, I can offer this the glorification that your body, due to good maintenance, looks much younger than his age, and therefore I can point out that you are very expert in the field of health, and you have inspired many devotees in ISKCON, especially during the time called pandemic, to stand up for their rights and to depend on Krishna's creation rather on man-made medication. So I think this makes you glorious, your self-sufficiency, your non-dependence on the corrupt government, and your loyalty to the truth as it is presented in the Bhagavatam. You are not only expert in the field of maintaining the body, but also in the field of living the body in Krishna consciousness. You have a lot of unexplained energy as you are empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And I would say also closeness to the holy couple, but I am too fallen to make such a statement that defines such things as closeness to Radha and Krishna. But it is well known that the Guru is very intimate with Krishna, so you are Gurudev, so close to him that whoever serves you, Krishna immediately accepts him. You are a beloved disciple of the glorious Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and a part of a wonderful family of his disciples, your God brothers, that by your mercy, I can also perceive something from them. What I mean to say, Marj, is that you are not only good at maintaining the body, but you're also teaches us how to leave the body, preparing us for the time of death, so we'll be Krishna consciousness. So thank you, Maharaj, for all that you are doing, and I request forgiveness for all my offenses and anarthas, especially my indifference towards real spiritual progress and the status of your holiness. I beg you to give your mercy so that I might become more devoted and clean-hearted. I wish to have at least enough devotion to cross over the ocean of material existence and to manage to attain the lotus feet of yourself and Lord Gauranga's associates. I pray that this attempt will work. Your disciple, or better, one who is trying to be a real disciple, not first but last, your eternal servant, your good. Thank you, Mara.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much. We have a next Ekanga Mataji, is she online? Ekanga Mataji? Can you read?
Да, Харе Кришна. Харе Кришна, мои поклоны примите.
Mataji, we can hear you. You can read. Thank you.
Намо Вишнупадая Кришна Прештая Бхутали Шримати Бхакти Прахладан Свами Намо Вишнупадая Кришна Прештая Бхутали Шримати Бхактивиданта Свами Намасте Сарасвати Деви Гауравани Прачарни Нирашешни Вати Праштитя Дештарини. Харе Кришна. Дорогой Гуру Махарадж, примите, пожалуйста, мои смиренные поклоны пыли ваших лотосных стоп. Слава Шри Прабхупаде. Лаванга, слышно меня, да?
Матушка, вы, пожалуйста, выключите меня, потому что вы читаете туда, да, а я буду читать по-русски ваши подношения.
Хорошо. Сейчас я выключу.
Или подождите, вас слышно и туда, и туда? Огнехотра ее слышно на ухо? Тогда пускай читает по-русски, а потом я буду читать по-английски за вами. Все.
Хорошо. Дорогой Гуру Махарадж, примите, пожалуйста, мои смиренные поклоны пыли ваших лотосных стоп. Слава Шри Прабхупаде. Позвольте поздравить вас с Днем Висапуджи, а также поздравляю всех своих духовных братьев и сестер с этим замечательным праздником и с этим замечательным днем. Осознание невероятной милости, которую мы получаем, приняв духовного учителя, приходит не сразу. И по мере того, как мы осознаем это, тем больше наполняемся благодарными чувствами. И это очень глубокое чувство. Оно перерастает в отношения с гуру, и жизнь наполняется духовным смыслом, который перерастает в желание сделать что-то для духовного учителя. И именно это желание вызывает интерес у Кришны, и он обращает на нас внимание. В Шримад Бхагаватам почти в каждой главе прописано, что познание Господа возможно только по Его милости, в ответ на служение Его чистому преданному. Невероятная милость, что в моей жизни есть такая возможность служить чистому преданному, хотя я ничем и не заслужила. Но насколько я пользуюсь этой удачей и понимаю ли, как и с каким сознанием его совершать, добилась ли я той искренней и бескорыстной мотивации в своих поступках, думая, что служу вам, дорогой Гуру Махарадж. Вечны мои вопросы в ожидании совершенных ответов от Кришны. В читании Чаритамрити и Бхакти Расамрита Синху утверждается, что принятие духовного учителя абсолютно необходимо для прогресса в преданном служении. Я заметила, что к самому слову «принятие» мы порой относимся примитивно и поверхностно, подразумевая ритуал инициации, хотя он тоже немаловажен. В связи с чем процесс принятия гуру в своем сознании растягивается на годы из-за низкой квалификации ученика. Безнадежность и отчаяние порой захлестывают очень сильно. Но Шрила Прабхупада приходит к нам на помощь в комментариях Бхагавад-гите 10.10. Он кидает нам спасательный круг. Если человек получил посвящение у истинного духовного учителя и состоит в духовной организации, но несмотря на это ему недостает разума, чтобы достичь совершенства, то Кришна изнутри даст ему указания, которые в конечном счете без труда помогут прийти ему к Господу. Стих, подтверждающий, что гуру представляет интересы Кришны, а Кришна соучаствует в жизни его учеников. И дальше Шрила Прабхупада пишет: подводя итог, можно сказать, что получить помощь от истинного духовного учителя значит получить помощь непосредственно от самого Господа. Это Шримад Бхагаватам 1.19.36. Дорогой Гуру Махарадж, вы как учитель применяете разные способы проповеди для того, чтобы донести до нас ценности практики бхакти и помогаете нам не свернуть с этого пути. Ваша принципиальная позиция и взгляды на происходящее в окружающем нас мире еще раз поразили меня истинностью слов в комментариях Шрилы Прабхупады, касающихся гуру. Вместе с восхищением к вам возникает удивление, как можно добиться такой чистоты разума и способности воспринимать ситуации через послание Шримад Бхагаватам. Как показывает реальность, большей частью мы привыкли рассчитывать на жизненный опыт или советы других людей. Слушая вашу проповедь, лекции и наблюдая за вашим образом жизни, приходит понимание, что следование вашему примеру в преданном служении – это лекарство от материальной болезни. Понимая, что мне нужно прильнуть к вашим лотосным стопам и следовать за вами во всем, чтобы не отвлекаться на происки кали, провоцирующие нас страхом, гневом и другими несовершенными ощущениями. ИСКОН проходит нелегкий путь в осуществлении милости Господа читаний. И бремя этой миссии в основном лежит на учениках Шрилы Прабхупады, и в том числе на вас, дорогой Гуру Махарадж. Молюсь вашим лотосным стопам, Шриле Прабхупаде и Парампаре, чтобы мы, как следующее поколение последователей, несущих ответственность за сохранение и передачу знаний чистого бхакти, обрели такую же самоотверженность, отвагу, духовную силу и смирение, которым обладаете вы. Благословите, пожалуйста, всегда помнить и никогда не забывать главную цель – жить для счастья Кришны. Ваша слуга Яканга Давидас. Джай Гуру Махарадж.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much, Mataji. Next, we have Agnihotra for everybody online. We have translation. I'm sorry.
Mataji, will you read it or should I read it?
You can read, Mataji, if you want.
If you tell me to read, I will.
Yes, please read.
Okay. So, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances in the dust of your lotus feet. Glories to Srila Prabhupada. Allow me to wish you happy Vyasa Puja and also greetings to all my spiritual brothers and sisters on this meaningful day. The awareness of the incredible mercy that we have received by accepting a spiritual master does not come all at once. Gradually, as we come to realize it, we're becoming filled with gratitude. And it is a very, very deep emotion. It grows into a relationship with the Guru, and life becomes full of spiritual meaning, which in turn develops into a desire to do something for the spiritual master. It is this desire that makes Krishna interested in us and brings us to his notice. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, in almost every chapter, it is written that it is only by his grace that we can know the Lord in return for serving his pure devotee. It is an unbelievable grace that I have this opportunity in my life to serve a devotee, although I have not earned it in any way. But to what extent am I capable to take advantage of this good fortune? And with what understanding and with what consciousness do I perform this service? Have I achieved that sincere and unselfish motivation in my actions, in thinking that I am serving you, dear Guru Maharaj? My eternal questions are waiting for perfect answers from Krishna. The Chaitanya Charitamrita and the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu state that acceptance of a spiritual master is absolutely necessary if we desire progress in devotional service. I have noticed that oftentimes we refer to acceptance of spiritual master in a primitive and superficial way by referring to the ritual of initiation. Though it is an important part of acceptance, it is not all. Because of this concept, the process of accepting a guru with all our consciousness is stretched out for years due to the low qualifications of disciple. Hopelessness and despair are sometimes overwhelming, but Srila Prabhupada comes to our aid in his commentary on Bhagavad Gita 10.10. He gives us a lifeline. If one has received initiation from a true spiritual teacher and is a member of a spiritual organization, but despite this, one lacks the intelligence to reach perfection, Krishna from within will give him the guidance that will ultimately help him come to the Lord without difficulty. This verse that confirms that the Guru represents Krishna's interests, and Krishna is involved in the lives of his disciples. Srila Prabhupada goes on to say, to summarize, to receive help from a bona fide spiritual master is to receive help directly from the Lord himself. Dear Guru Maharaj, you as a teacher use different ways of preaching in order to convey to us the values of practice of bhakti and help us not to deviate from our path. Your clear attitude and outlook on the world around us once again amazes me with the truth of what Srila Prabhupada said in his comments on Guru. Along with admiration for you, one wonders how one can achieve such clarity of thought and ability to perceive situations through the message of Srimad Bhagavatam. Realistically speaking, most of us are relying on the personal life experience or the advice of others. Listening to your preaching and lectures and observing your way of life, one realizes that following your example in devotional service is the cure for material illness. I realize that I need to cling to your lotus feet and follow you in everything so as not to be distracted by the tricks of Kali, who provokes us with fear, anger, and other flawed perceptions. ISKCON is on an uneasy path of carrying out Lord Chaitanya's mission, and the weight of that mission rests mainly on Srila Prabhupada's disciples, including you, dear Guru Maharaj. I pray to your lotus feet and to Srila Prabhupada and Parampara that we, as the next generation of devotees who are responsible for the preservation and transmission of pure knowledge of bhakti, may have the same selflessness, courage, spiritual strength, and humility that you possess. Please bless me to always remember and never forget the main goal of life, which is to live for the happiness of Radha and Krishna. Your servant, Ekanga Devidasi.
Thank you so much. Now we have Agnihotra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Om Gyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yenam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dear Guru Maharaj, on this special day of your Vyasa Puja, I want to thank you for your purity, truthfulness, and openness. Thank you for removing everything artificial from our lives and returning to Krishna. Thanks for having you in my life. You are a true disciple and true follower of your spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. I am happy to be a part of our family, Srila Prabhupada family. Your servant Agnihotra Das.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Next we have Kumari Mataji from the US. Thank you so much, Mataji, for allowing us to use your Zoom account. You made all of this possible.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Prahladananda Swami iti namine. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami iti namine. Namaste Sarasvati Devi Gauravani Prasarine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Praseta Satarine. Please accept my humble obeisances to your lotus feet, dear Guru Maharaj. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you and your special day in your appearance. Dear Guru Maharaj, today I would like to thank you, but find myself looking for appropriate words to express my gratitude. Words are very limited when trying to measure the grandiosity of a soul like you. Your enlightening lectures, instructions, darshans, bhajans, even picture videos are my constant source of spiritual nurture. As Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur said in his prayers to the spiritual master, Yasya Prasada Bhagavad Prasada, by the mercy of the spiritual master, one receives the benediction of Krishna. Guru Maharaj, you are a guiding example on how to approach and serve Krishna. We are lost in this dark world, and by your grace, you have shined a light on the path of self-realization. Your unique approach is brilliant as you guide us with practical knowledge, humor, gentleness, focus, greatness, and humility. Tadvrini pratipatena pariprasena sevaya upedesenti te janam janinas tatvat darshinaha. Bhagavad Gita 4:34. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively, and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. Your unwavering determination to serve and please Srila Prabhupada in the face of all obstacles you endows us all with your empowered visions and how to spread the Sankirtan movement and this ever-changing world, boldly speaking the truth with unsurpassed intelligence. You reveal our strengths, our weakness, and strongly encourage us to do the needful to help save this fallen world. The sharpened and well-honed clarity of your teaching cuts through the fog of confusion and ambiguity created by false arguments and prepare us to be determined on our spiritual life, even in the adverse situations, learning to be tolerant and keeping our faith in the supreme absolute truth. You share the simple process to get real happiness, following the 4 regular principles, always chanting 16 rounds on the beats, always taking part of Mangalarti, always being absorbed in the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, always being absorbed in Kirtan, always being in the association of devotees, always serving the devotees, always serving Lord Krishna with full love and devotion, always living in accordance to Krishna conscious principles as they are taught by Srila Prabhupada and the predecessor acharyas, always praising Krishna consciousness for the real welfare of all living beings. Dear Guru Maharaj, once again, please accept my humble obeisances. I beg for your blessings so that I can make some progress on the spiritual path and that I develop a taste for constantly chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna. Without your mercy and guidance, this cannot be possible. I pray that Lord Krishna continues to bless all your endeavors and fulfill your desires to please Srila Prabhupada and the same time keeping in good health in any time. I'm just begging of you, don't give up hope that one day I will become a devotee. I'm begging for your mercy again and again. I'm begging to forgive my foolish offense and mistakes. My biggest desire is to become your true disciple and be in some way a helper in your service. You're unqualified, aspiring to serve Kumari Devitas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you for staying up with us all night there. Mataji is responsible for having every Sunday lecture with Guru Maharaj. She has the link, so thank you so much. Next, we have Madhava Prabhu from Bulgaria. Are you online, Prabhu? He's not anymore. He's not online anymore. Okay, then we have Indranuga Prabhu. Indranuga? That's the name that I got. From Russia? We don't have Indranuga Prabhu.
I think Indranuja Prabhu not online, sorry.
He's not online, okay. Then we have Triyugi Mataji. Is she online, Mataji? Sorry?
I don't think so. There's a second page. No, there's no second page. Only those who appear.
Yes.
But you know they are with Vivek and with
Okay, so Mataji Triyugi is not here. Do we have Ananda Gopika, Mataji? We don't have. I have to go there because.
Харе Кришна. Да, я здесь. Меня слышно?
Yes, Mataji, we can hear you.
Можно начинать, да? А меня не слышно. Не видно. Ага.
Да.
Харе Кришна, дорогой Гуру Махарадж. Дорогой Гуру Махарадж, примите, пожалуйста, мои смиренные поклоны были ваших лотосных стоп. Слава вашей божественной милости, слава Шриле Прабхупаде. Прошел еще один год, и мы снова празднуем вашу Вьяса-пуджу. Это время подведения итогов и оценки своего духовного роста по сравнению с предыдущим годом. Духовный учитель дает наставление извне, а сверхдуша изнутри. Человек может не слышать голоса сверхдуши, и только благодаря духовному учителю это возможно. Понять и постичь Кришну можно только через его представителя. Бесконечная благодарность вам, Гуру Махарадж, за то, что ведете меня в нужном направлении. Спасибо вам за ваши лекции, за наставления. Спасибо, что учите русский язык, чтобы лучше понимать нас. Вы полностью отдаете себя служению на благо нашего общества и всего мира. Ваш пример служения проникает ко мне в самое сердце. Я часто думаю о том, как самозабвенно вы служите нам, своим ученикам и всем преданным, и еще не преданным с самой ранней юности. Сознание Кришны очень быстро распространяется по всему миру именно благодаря таким преданным, как вы. Сколько сил вы вкладываете в проповедь. В 20 лет вы присоединились к Международному обществу сознания Кришны, и в этом же возрасте получили инициацию, а в 33 года приняли саньясу. Вы для меня истинный пример чистоты души и сердца. Опираясь на ваш пример жизни, я стараюсь обрести такие же качества, не тратить свою жизнь попусту и не размениваться на мелочи. Благословите, пожалуйста, на правильное понимание и долгосрочное запоминание священных писаний, чтобы меняться самой и менять сердца других людей, грамотной проповедью, сердца и судьбы других людей. Дорогой Гуру Махарадж, я от всего сердца желаю вам крепчайшего здоровья и долгих лет жизни. Спасибо вам большое, что верите в меня, и это дает мне непоколебимую веру в то, что я не сверну с намеченного пути и буду всегда рядом с преданными, с вами, Гуру Махарадж, и с Кришной. Я очень счастлива, что когда-то обрела такую божественную семью и могу быть счастлива, даже находясь в материальном мире. Спасибо вам, мой дорогой Гуру Махарадж, за спасение моей души, и я обещаю вам, что буду прилагать максимум усилий, чтобы оправдать вашу веру в меня. Хари Кришна, ваша преданная ученица и слуга Ананда Гопика Девидаси.
Hare Krishna. Mata Ravanga, can you please read the translation?
Yes. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances in the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Another year has passed and we're again celebrating your Vyasa Puja. It is a time to take stock and evaluate one's spiritual growth from the previous year. Spiritual master gives instructions externally, and the super soul gives those from within. One may not hear the voice of the super soul, and only through a spiritual master is it become possible. One can understand and reach Krishna only through his representative. Infinite gratitude to you for guiding me in the right direction. Thank you for your lectures and instructions. Thank you for learning Russian so you could understand us better. You are fully committed to serving our society and the world at large. Your example of service really touches my heart. I often think of how selflessly you serve us, your disciples, and all the devotees and non-devotees since your early youth. Krishna consciousness is spreading all over the world very quickly because of such devotees like you. How much effort you put into preaching. You have joined ISKCON at 20, got initiation at the same year, and took sannyas at 33. For me, you're a true example of purity of heart and soul. Looking at your exemplary life, I'm trying to obtain similar qualities and not to squander my life and not to sweat the small stuff. Please bless me with right understanding and long-term remembrance of scriptures in order to change myself and to change the fate of others by competent preaching. Dear Guru Maharaj, I sincerely wish you good health and long life. Thank you so much for believing in me. This gives me unshakable faith that I will not turn away from my intended path and will always be close to the devotees, to you, Guru Maharaj, and to Krishna. I am very happy to have found such a divine family and to be happy even in the material world. Thank you, my dear Guru Maharaj, for saving my soul, and I promise you that I will do my best to uphold your faith in me. Hare Krishna, your devoted disciple Ananda Gopika Devidasi, St. Petersburg, Russia.
Thank you so much, Mataji. I think we have Madhava Prabhu back. Okay, probably his internet is not very stable. We have Kalyani Radha Madhava read, Kalyani Radha read. Until then, Mataji, can you hear us? Can you read?
Hare Krishna. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Srimate Prahladananda Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Acharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you on this auspicious day of your Vyasa Puja. First of all, please forgive me all my mistakes which I've done for this year, with the preaching, for my association with devotees. Dear Guru Maharaj, every year I try to find very nice words that I can properly glorify you. And this year, by the mercy of my husband, His Grace Mahaprabhu, and the strength of holy name and preaching and of help of Vaishnavas, I managed to make a small offering to you, Guru Maharaj, to glorify you for this Vyasa Puja. Dear Guru Maharaj, you are mercifully preach all over the world and inspire thousands and thousands of souls to follow your beloved Gurudev, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and our Lord Sri Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya. You always encourage us to give everyone who we met Lord Chaitanya instruction for chanting the holy name and also performing Harinam Sankirtana without offenses. Dear Guru, you are the reservoir of mercy. Hence I pray that I can one day beg for your mercy to be a real instrument to help you to support that wonderful preaching mission of Lord Chaitanya with all my heart, so that really please you and become qualified to receive your mercy and blessing. I sit every day with the knowledge and instruction you gave to me that chanting, reading, associating with sincere Srila Prabhupada followers, and following the regulative principles and chanting 16 rounds. However, Guru Maharaj, you show us how those sacred words can be realized by your exemplary practice. In every way, Guru Maharaj, you're teaching us how to be a devotee and to serve our eternal, beautiful Shri Radha Shyama Sundara, and how fully surrender to the mission of Kali Yuga Sri Harinam Sankirtana Yagya. Dear Guru Maharaj, our humble praise, my husband, is that you always feel healthy and be surrounded by sincere devotees which can satisfy you by real following your instructions. Wishing you a very beautiful Vyasa Puja, your humble servant, Kalyani Radha Devidasi. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. We do a second try with Madhava Prabhu from Bulgaria. Is he there or not?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you. You're
Искам да отдам почитанията си на Гуру Махарадж. пътя и искал да му пожелая много крепко здраве и още един път да кажа, че съм изключително благодарен.
Maybe first part was frozen, but what we heard is that he's wishing you very good health and he's thank you for everything.
Лока Гуру ще приведе.
Можеш ли да кажеш първата част, че замръзна интернета, нещо е зле?
Не се ли чу? Не се ли чу първата част? Ами, искал да изразя почитанието си към Гуру Махарадж и бих искал да кажа, че съм изключително благодарен за това, че той е моят личен пример и въпреки, че е изключително трудно, аз срещам изключително трудности и благодарение на неговия личен пример аз все пак имам някакъв ентусиазъм и не се отказвам да практикувам и бих искал да му пожелая крепко здраве и да му благодаря за всичко, което прави в тези невероятно трудни условия да се извършва тази дейност, нали, на пандемии, на кризи и просто искам да изразя своята изключителна благодарност към личността на Махарадж.
Благодарим. So he's expressing his humble obeisances and he's saying that you're a perfect example for him in his life and he has many difficulties in life and especially now in the pandemic situation, but your perfect example is giving him enthusiasm to continue to practice Krishna consciousness and he's again thankful for everything.
Hare Krishna. And also thanks God for this pandemic situation.
Харе Кришна и благодаря, просто това исках да кажа.
Appreciate so much that.
Love you, Deborah.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Next we have Nadia Mataji. Mataji, can you read your offering?
Yes. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. Namo Vishnu Pada Krishna Prishaya Bhutale Srimate Prahladananda Swami Iti Namine. Namo Vishnu Pada Krishna Prishaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Dear Guru Maharaja, please accept my humble obeisances in the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to the sacred day of your Vyasa Puja. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada created this international society for Krishna consciousness as an offering to our Guru Parampara. He sacrificed everything in order to create this world community and to make each pure in preaching Krishna consciousness. One of the Srila Prabhupada's most wonderful gifts is the opportunity to associate with you and your God brothers and sisters. You are an example for me how to live with a grateful heart, never deviating from the ultimate goal. Thank you for being an example of honesty and truthfulness. Despite of any external circumstances, you remain faithful to the values. It was not externally and eternally an easy year for me. In the most difficult moments, it was your spiritual power and spiritual care that helped me to survive. Your absolute devotion to the mission makes a deep impression on my heart, and I want to follow you. Thanks to your spiritual power and purity, I have the determination to continue my path to God. I wish you spiritual blessings and good health. Praying to remain your servant, Nadia Devidasi.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Next on the list would be Alexei Prabhu. Do we have Alexei Prabhu? Then Anastasia Mataji.
She's here, but she's not connected with you.
She didn't notice that you called her. She's there.
Anastasia Mataji.
And
We ask him to read after that. Alexei,
Кришна,
we
можно?
try again.
Можно? Я извиняюсь. Хари Кришна, дорогой Гуру Махарадж, примите, пожалуйста, мои поклоны, все слава Шри Прабхупаде. Вот. Я извиняюсь, я сейчас открою, можно, да, подношение, а то у меня, ну, просто блокнот. Дорогой Гуру Махарадж, сегодня ваш день явления, хочу прославить вас как представителя Вьясадевы. Сейчас я хочу обратиться к вам с открытым сердцем и со всей честностью сказать, что у меня нет качеств прославлять вас, но даже если что-то я могу сказать, то только лишь потому, что вы вложили любовь в мое и без того грязное сердце. Хотя вы вкладываете чистую прему в мое сердце, я все равно все оскверняю, потому как это моя природа, осквернять все. Пожалуйста, дорогой Гуру Махарадж, поверьте, в это я говорю это искренне. Я осознал единственную вещь, что та милость и встреча с вами существовала вечно, и вы мой вечный духовный учитель. Хотя и выглядит, что я недавно получил у вас пранама-мантру, но я уверенностью утверждаю, что до этой жизни вы всегда были моим гуру. Ваша милость проявляется во всех вайшнавах, которых я встречаю. Вы дали настоящее святое имя. Разве может быть более ценного подарка? Хотя у меня нет инициации, я не сомневаюсь ни на секунду, что святое имя открывается мне по вашей милости. Я не прошу благословения, понимание, что вы мой духовный учитель, это уже благословение для меня. Разве мне стоит желать большего? Разве хватит вечности осознать, что у меня есть гуру, такой, как вы? Нет, никогда не смогу вас отблагодарить. Я ваш вечный должник. Единственное, чем я хочу вас отблагодарить, это повторять святое имя так, чтобы Кришна, наслаждаясь моим повторением, и наслаждался моим повторением. И я мог сказать, что все это, что добился лишь по милости моего дорогого Гуру Махараджа. Пожалуйста, вы можете ругать меня, но я все равно буду считать все это большим проявлением вашей заботы и любви. Ваш вечный слуга Бхакта Алексей. Я извиняюсь сейчас, дорогой Гуру Махарадж, помоги мне. Я вот для вас сделал гирлянду.
So this is a garland for Maharaj.
Пожалуйста, примите эту
Please
гирлянду, дорогой
accept
Гуру
it.
Махарадж.
Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept it.
Спасибо вам.
Большое спасибо.
И вот просад
And
супруга
this is
вам приготовили.
prasadam that me and my wife have cooked for you.
Спасибо вам большое, Хари Кришна.
Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. So, Hare Krishna, please accept my obeisances, dear Guru Maharaj. Today, on your appearance day, I want to glorify you as a representative of Vyasadeva. With an open heart and in all honesty, I admit I don't have the qualifications to praise you. And if I'm able to say anything at all, it's only because you have put love into my filthy heart. Although you place pure prema in my heart, I still pollute everything because it's my nature to pollute everything. Please, dear Guru Maharaj, believe me as I say it very sincerely. I realized only one thing, that your mercy and the fact of meeting you is written in eternity, and you are my eternal spiritual master. Even though it looks like I just recently received your pranama mantra, with all certainty, I know that you have been my guru even before this very life. Your mercy shines through all the Vaishnavas that I meet. You gave the true holy name. Could there be a more precious gift? Even though I have no initiation, I don't doubt even for a moment that the holy name is revealed to me by your mercy. I do not ask for a blessing, just an understanding that you are my spiritual master is already a blessing for me, should I want more. Forever is not enough to realize that I have a guru like you. No, I will never be able to thank you enough. I am in your debt for eternity. The only way I attempt to thank you is to chant the holy name in such a way that Krishna will enjoy my chanting, and I can tell him that all I have achieved is because of the mercy of my dear Guru Maharaj. Please, you can chastise me, but I'll still take it as a great manifestation of your care and love. Your eternal servant, Bhakta Alexei Bagatir.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Next on the list we'll have Nikolai Prabhu, and meanwhile, if it's possible to help Anastasia Mataji, she is online but she's not connected to audio. So if someone can help her, thank you so much. And meanwhile, we'll have Nikolai Prabhu read his offering.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishna Bhutale Srimate Prahladananda Swami Niti Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishna Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Дорогой Гуру Махарадж, примите мои поклоны, все слава Шриле Прабхупаде. Хочу поблагодарить вас за то, что вы есть у меня, у моих духовных братьев и сестер. Вы совершенная личность, обладающая духовной силой, сострадания и любви к падшим обусловленным душам, таким как я. Мое первое знакомство с вами произошло, когда я посетил вашу лекцию о джапе на фестивале Бхакти Сангама 2016 и очень вдохновился. Спасибо вам за то, что милостиво передаете духовные знания, которые ваш духовный учитель Шрила Прабхупада утвердил для нас как возможность и единственный шанс вернуться обратно к Богу. Также почтение и восхищение тем, как вы личностно относитесь к своим ученикам, преданным, изучаете разные языки, и у вас обширные познания в области разных наук и медицины. Пожалуйста, если в вашем факеле знания, которое рассеивает мрак невежества, найдется хоть искорка для вашего покорного слуги и ученика из жизни в жизнь, я смогу изменить свою жизнь и еще несколько по милости Господа Чайтаньи. Всех благ, наилучшие пожелания, Бхакта Николай Старощук. Харе Кришна.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, can you please translate?
Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I want to thank you for being there for me and for my spiritual brothers and sisters. You're a perfect personality, possessing spiritual power, compassion, and love for fallen conditioned souls, such as myself. I've met you for the first time when I attended your lecture in Japa, on Japa at Bhakti Sangama Festival in 2016 and became very much inspired. Thank you for graciously passing on the spiritual knowledge that your spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, established for us as an opportunity and the only chance to go back to Godhead. Also, please accept my respect and admiration for your personal attitude towards your disciples, devotees, and learning different languages and your extensive knowledge, which dispels the darkness of ignorance. If there is even a spark for your humble servant and disciple life after life that will help me change my life and a few along the lines by the grace of Lord Chaitanya, will you please give this spark to Bhakta Nikolai? All the best with all the good wishes. Bhakta Nikolai, Starashuk, Ukraine.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. We cannot connect with Anastasia. Could you please read the English translation of her offering?
I need a second to find it.
Yes. No problem, no problem.
from Anastasia Stoiko. Yeah. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. I want to thank you that you were able to overcome the obstacles on the path to Krishna and for guiding me in the same merciful way. Because I had an opportunity to come into contact with your wholesomeness, I can see all the work that I have to do on myself without even having to ask any questions. Thank you for your example of sincerity and selfless love for Krishna. I feel very fortunate to be in the shadow of your lotus feet and to have the opportunity to serve you and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. I very much beg you to continue spreading the light of pure and selfless love and devotional service to Krishna's lotus feet. I can never repay you for taking compassion on me and allowing me to follow you. Thank you for the example of indivisible devotion to Krishna. A clear example that no matter what the hardships are, Krishna cares so tenderly for his servants. Let me learn from you so that I may learn the right way to see things and apply what I learned to the development of relationship and indivisible devotion to Krishna. Your humble servant, Anastasia Stoiko, Crimea.
Hare Krishna. So this was my list. If there is someone that I missed on the list, maybe if there is someone who still wants to read an offering. Ananta Prabhu, would you like to say some words? Okay, so Ananta Prabhu is the temple president. He will say some words and then we will close with my husband and I, our offering.
Spoil. Hare Krishna, dear Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. I'm not prepared. So I'd just like to thank you on this auspicious day of your appearance. I would just like to thank you for being here and showering us with your presence and your association and your encouragement all the time, tolerating all our misconduct, immaturity, and what else is there in the list. I feel very privileged to be in your association, and hopefully that will last also for a long time. So please kindly bestow your blessings further, and please don't give up on hope. Thank you. Hare Krishna. His Holiness Prahladananda Swami Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much to Ananta Prabhu for allowing us to have this celebration here and for cooking nice prasadam today for lunch for all the guests. Thank you so much. Sorry? I will read our offering also.
So we are not the last ones.
You are the last one, or you are?
No, we are not the last one. There are more devotees that want to offer.
Okay.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pashte Bhutale Shrimate Prahladananda Swami Iti Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pashte Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Shatarine. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. On this blessed occasion of your appearance day, we would like to wish you a sincere happy Vyasa Puja. This past year has been full of difficulties, but Krishna took mercy upon us and made special arrangements to have you closer to us and gave us the possibility to travel and meet you more often than in the past. Sometimes in life we are incapable of seeing Krishna's plan, but when we look back, we understand there is no one who can make better arrangements for each of us and who can take care of us better than the Supreme who loves us the most. Thank you for being a living example of a person who is always surrendered to Krishna's plan, who tolerates the good moments but also the difficulties with a wide smile on your face, and the perfect quote from the scriptures to remind us all that we are servants of the Supreme and our duty is to help Srila Prabhupada in his mission of spreading the glories of the Lord. By your lecture, you are illustrating how one should study the scriptures and also how to help others understand them. You are constantly studying Srila Prabhupada's book and systematically encourage others to do the same. In a letter to Satyabhama in 1972, Srila Prabhupada said, I quote, "So if we are able to employ our intelligence, then we kill the thoughts before they become manifest in activity. But because we are so much inclined to enjoy something unintelligently, we have to therefore daily sharpen our intelligence faculty by reading and discussing and preaching to others. In this way, we are able very easily to defeat all challengers to our philosophy, and everything becomes very clear as it is revealed from different angles of vision. Krishna makes promise to one who is striving to serve him sincerely that he will give such devotee the intelligence by which he may come to him." I end quote. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajam priti purvak bhajatam priti purvakam dadami bodhiyagam tam yanamam upayantite. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Bhagavad Gita 10:10. We pray that your example will inspire us to study and serve more, and thus Krishna will bless us with the intelligence we need to get out of this material world. Your servants, Brajasundari Devidasi Deva Devadas. So we have more offerings from the internet. Kapila Muni? Kapila Muni Prabhu, you want to read your offering?
Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna, dear devotee. I don't have offering, but I want to take you, every one of you, especially Guru Maharaj, to his good lecture and inspiration to give us, and I hope next year I can come personally to Vyasa Puja. This year I cannot come, I have any complication, and thank you again for everything. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So if is there online someone who still wants to make an offering?
Можно я тоже сделаю подношение?
Go ahead, you can read.
Да. Как вас зовут?
Огнехотра Прабhu, вы мне говорите?
Представьте, пожалуйста, вот Матаджи Тункавидия, вы хотели зачитать?
Да, я хотела. Я думала, меня не слышно.
Да, давайте, да.
Можно говорить?
Да.
Спасибо. Dear Guru Maharaj, Prahladananda Swami, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Congratulations to you and all disciples on the day of your appearance. The spiritual master is an ocean of mercy. Thank you for the grace you shower on us, for taking care of us, our spiritual life, our way home, for that Harinama continues regularly on the streets of Vladikavkaz, for that we continue to chant the Maha Mantra, to try serve Krishna and his devotees. We wish you good health and all that you wish for yourself. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So I think this was the last offering.
I'd like to thank everyone for, especially Devadevan and Vrajasundari Devi Dasi for their organizing, and then there's Mother Kumari for her use of Zoom and helping to organize, and Lavanga Lata Devi Dasi for her, and with Agnihotra doing the translations and the organization, for Ananta for allowing it to be done here. And I think you're probably one of the cooks today. For the nice prasadam and the nice hosting the devotees here. And for the devotees who've come from far away to come here. So I'd like to thank you all for attending and for inspiring me and the other devotees in devotional service. And we look forward to see you tomorrow at Mangalarti.